John 2, verse 24. But Jesus did not commit himself unto them because he knew all men. He didn't commit himself. He was blessing people, healing them, delivering them. But he only commit into your hand. Even when his father turned his back on him, he said, even if you turn your back, I trust you more than men. So into your hand that I've turned. He first of all cried, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, my father, did you join them to forsake me? But even now you are forsaking me. Into your hand, you that are forsaking me, I commit my spirit because I can trust you with it. If you slay me, yet will I trust you. David said, don't hand me over to men, punish me by yourself because they still messing with you. These people will crush me. You know they hurt. Because there's a love where we rest on. It's the love of the Father. If you expect people to treat you well, you will hurt yourself. They mocked him, yet he died for them. On his way to die for them, they were dealing with him, yet he still died. In 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 9-18, Paul was writing to Timothy. He said, do diligence to come shortly unto me. You get why? Why? For them as have forsaken me, having loved this present world, and is departed unto Thessalonica, Christians to Galatians, Titus unto the measure. Even Titus, where he write later, don't leave. Paul was suffering from loneliness. He started by saying, nobody's with me. Then he started mentioning people who left. He said, no one is with me. He said, please do and come. I need a companion. Apostle of Grace that wrote over 50% of the New Testament was looking for somebody to keep him company. And he was looking for his son, Timothy. What of his colleagues in ministry? A spiritual father needed the company of his sons. What of his colleagues? Only Luke is with me. He said, take Mark and bring him with thee. When they come, I need more people. Luke was the physician. For he is profitable to me for the ministry. You see this Mark, it was this Mark that caused quarrel between him and Barnabas. Separate me, Paul and Barnabas. But in prison, it was Paul and Silas. You know the quarrel. It should have been Paul and Barnabas inside prison. It was John Mark. John Mark said, let him go and visit his family. Paul said, no, they like that. Just because of attitude of John Mark. He said, this one is not fit for the ministry. He separated from him. It was God that said, separate me, Paul and Barnabas. But the anger, two of them separated. This one went against what God said. But when he was looking for people, he now said, even that John Mark, who I don't like, that John Mark I don't like, is not profitable. Imagine the situation Paul was, that he looked for John Mark, where the useless become useful, just because you have nobody. Bring John Mark for me. For he now said, for it's profitable. I prefer that one that was not profitable. Bring him for the ministry. I've sent to Ephesus. He was telling him the things to bring. The cloak is the winter jacket. The capos went down. Bring with thee and books, especially my parchment. The parchment notes. If you read another translation, it says, especially my notebook. He said, let me even read. He just needed something to keep himself busy. Nobody did there. But the question is how did Paul finish his ministry? That with all he went through, one day he said, I have finished the grace. I have finished. He said, in all this is I kept the faith. I finished the race. I fought a good fight. I kept the faith. I fought with the beast of Ephesus. I fought with loneliness. I fought with lack. But I kept the faith. What was the secret? Oh, it was Paul that said the love of God is shared abroad in our heart. He wrote it. He rested on the love of God. They beat him to comatose. When they left, brethren gathered together, he came back. He remembered the love of God. I don't know what you are dealing with. But I want to give you something. Rest in his love. Any other love is jara. You see it, you take. You know it, you take. Relax. Rejoice. Jesus went through it. Paul went through it. All the apostles. But their strength is the love of God. Hold on to that love. You will arrive. By and by, we will rejoice. You know why you must rest in that love? That love is sure, one. Number two, even when you close your eyes in death, you will still see him there. There's one that will stay with you and escort you to the other side. When you reach there, he's still there waiting for you to embrace you. He is your Father. Rejoice in him.